Hello and welcome to the Scoreboard, your morning report for February 12th, 2024. I am Zach Beamish, and look at this. Coming off the All-Star break, that's beautiful. That's beautiful right there. We have a lot of hockey scores to go through from the weekend. So let's start off with Calgary defeating the New York Islanders by a score of 5-2. Mackenzie Weegar with a hat trick in that game. Jacob Markstrom had a 35 save win and an assist. Jonathan Huberdeau has a goal and 2 points. Huberdeau started to pick it up as of late. Dallas defeated Montreal by a score of 3-2. Tyler Seguin with 2 goals. Mason Marchment had 2 assists, also a 2-assist performance from Nick Suzuki. St. Louis defeated Buffalo by a score of 3-1. Jake Neighbors had 2 goals in the win for the Blues. Joel Hofer had 33 saves in the win. Jordan Kyrou with a goal there for the Blues as well. Detroit defeated Vancouver by a score of 4-3 in the overtime period. Jake Wallman with the overtime game winner, 2 points, hit the gritty, it's all nice. Philip Hronik in his return to Detroit, 1 goal, 3 points for the Canucks, who did not pull out the win. Patrick Kane came off the IR, played career game 1200 and got an assist. Washington defeated Boston by a score of 3-0. Charlie Lindgren with an 18-save shutout, the third of his career. TJ Oshie, a goal and 2 points. He now sits on 299 goals in his career. Alex Ovechkin had a goal and 2 points. His 57th empty net goal of his career, which is the NHL record that he took just from Wayne Gretzky. Florida defeated Colorado by a score of 4-0. Sergei Bobrovsky, a 35-save shutout, the 41st of his career. Alex Barkov, 1 goal, 3 points. That's his first goal since December 16th. He hasn't scored in nearly 2 full months. As the Avalanche dropped their 4-3, that's an insane stat for Barkov. Carolina defeated New Jersey 1-0 in the overtime period. Sebastian Aho with the overtime game winner there. Pyotr Kochetkov, a 34-save shutout, the 6th of his career. Then he went and celebrated in the penalty box like a good goalie. Vitek Vanacek, 33 saves in the loss for the Devils. Winnipeg defeated Pittsburgh by a score of 2-1. Connor Hellebuyck with a 35-save win for the Jets. Nino Niederreiter had a goal. Sidney Crosby's 9-game point streak snapped here. Philadelphia defeated Seattle by a score of 3-2. Sean Couturier with a goal. Ryan Poling with a goal. Scott Laughton with a goal for the Philadelphia Flyers. Tampa Bay defeated Columbus by a score of 4-2. Brendan Hagel, 1 goal, 3 points in that game for the Lightning. Nikita Kucherov continues to be the top of the NHL point standings. He had 2 assists. Boone Jenner with 2 goals in that game for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Ottawa defeated Toronto by a score of 5-3. Shane Pinto with a goal and 3 points. He is doing pretty well since coming back from his suspension. Austin Matthews, 1 goal, 2 points. Ridley Greig scored a slap shot, empty netter, and then all hell broke loose in the last 5 seconds of the game. Real fun stuff. Battle of Ontario doesn't happen again this season. Nashville defeated Arizona by a score of 5-4 in the overtime period. Ryan McDonough with the overtime game winner there, 2 points on his night. Philip Forsberg, a goal and 2 points. As Jason Zucker had 3 assists for the Coyotes. And finally on the Saturday, LA defeated Edmonton by a score of 4-0. David Riddick, 26 save shutout. That's his first since 2021 when he was on the Flames in the North Division. Quinton Byfield had 2 goals, 3 points for the Kings as well. That's an insane stat for David Riddick. Trevor Lewis, a goal as well. Then the 2 games on Sunday. St. Louis defeated Montreal by a score of 7-2. Torrey Krug, 5-assist performance in that game. Robert Thomas had a goal and 4 points. Jordan Kyrou, 2 goals for the Blues. And finally for the NHL, Vancouver defeated Washington 3-2 in the overtime period. JT Miller, the overtime game winner there for the Canucks. Sasha Demko had 31 saves. Ovechkin, that was a 5-game goal streak. That's his longest since 2021. We move over to the NHL upcoming games for Monday. There's only 4. Arizona and Philadelphia at 7. Calgary visits the New York Rangers at 7. Seattle will take on New Jersey at 7. And Minnesota and Vegas at 10 p.m. Looking over now at the Atlantic Division, Boston, a 3-point lead now on Florida. That lead starting to shrink a little bit as Florida's played pretty well. Tampa currently holds that third spot. Detroit and Toronto both chasing that, although Tampa's played more games than those two teams. And then we got the bottom of the division right there. Ottawa now only 4 points back of Buffalo, for whatever that's worth. As we move over now to the NHL leading scorers, and it's Nikita Kucherov still on top, 89 points in 89 points in 52 games, compared to 85 for McKinnon and 75 for Pastrnak. 33 goals, 56 assists. I believe those 56 assists lead the league. The goal leader in Austin Matthews not on this list still. JT Miller, just shouting him out in that Canucks game, the overtime winner. He has 69 points in 53 games. He is continuing to have a great season after a great season, looking for another 100-point season. And I feel like JT Miller does those pretty quietly, at least compared to a lot of the other top point getters in the league. Finally, the NHL Hot 15, and Nikita Kucherov, unsurprisingly, on top of that as well. 5 goals, 15 assists in his last 10 games for 20 points. Leon Draisaitl now in second. He has 5 goals, 12 assists for 17 points in his last 10. Looking at that list, Charlie Coyle's having a fantastic season in Boston. Has to get a little bit more, a little bit. Not sure the word there I'm looking for is, but you have to play a lot more responsibility was what I was trying to say. 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points in his last 10. No Bergeron there in the center, so he's had to step up. Anna Henrique there as well. Andrei Svechnikov is back on this list. He used to dominate this list back in January. And also Victor Hedman is here as a defenseman, as is Quinn Hughes. Looking over to the CCHL, going through the CCHL game. Well, that's the standings. Let's not go there quite yet. We're jumping the gun a bit. The CCHL results from the weekend. We're going to start off with Hawkesbury defeating Ottawa by a score of 2-1. Ian Stubbings had a goal. Alexis Biliquet also with 1 goal. Dmitry Pelikos had 24 saves in the win there for Hawkesbury. Kentville defeated Renfrew by a score of 6-5. Ryan Rutley had 2 goals for the 73s. Tyler Melvin a goal and 2 points. Noah Vomscheit in the loss, 2 goals, 4 points for the Renfrew Wolves. Then finally on that Saturday, Smiths Falls defeated Rockland by a score of 4-1. Tyson Parker had a goal and 2 points. Matthew Demoline had 2 assists. Dawson Labra 22 saves in the win. Then the last 2 games on the weekend. Sunday, Pembroke defeated Cornwall by a score of 3-2. Nathan Duck had 2 assists for the Lumber Kings. Nathan Garnier a goal and 2 points for the for the Colts. Speaking of the Colts, the Cornwall Colts in a 60-minute hockey game managed to take 62 penalty minutes, which is insane. That's 62. And in the other game, Carlton Place defeated Brockville by a score of 5-2. Tyson Bauer had a goal and 3 points. Canton Ryan 2 assists. Zane Spaniel 46 saves in the loss. That is a season high. 51 shots against, 46 saves, and that's not the first time he's had to do something like that. He's been pretty good for a team that has not been able to help him. Looking over to the CCHL standings. Actually, we'll go to the upcoming games first. I got a little on myself again. One upcoming game on Tuesday. It's Navan and Carlton Place. That is a heavy-hitting game. Why? Because it's now time to look at the CCHL standings. Smiths Falls leads the division with 57 points. Navan, though, has a huge distance at this point. They have 7 points on Cornwall and Smiths Falls with games in hand as well. Less games played. The Navan Grads have been insane. They're the first CCHL team to 30 wins this season, and have just continued to dominate. Looking there at the bottom of where the playoffs are, the 7 and 8 seeds are extremely interesting right now. Currently being held by Kentville and a tie between Ottawa and Carlton Place. I did say I mistook Smiths Falls and Carlton Place. That's still a huge game for Carlton Place, an upcoming game. I'm not sure how I mixed them up with Smith Falls in my head for a second there. But Carlton Place fighting for the playoff lives. They have Ottawa on their heels right now. Nepean also not out of this with games in hand. They're about 3 games back. Same thing goes even more so with Pembroke, who are 3 points back and have even more games in hand. If either of those two teams can play a little bit more than 500 hockey, they're going to be a serious threat for those playoff spots. Going to end it off here with the CCHL leading scorers. Jace Letourneau still on top, 34 goals, leads the league. 37 assists is second place, only behind Gabriel Crete of the Navangrads, who has 40 assists on the season. Looking down at that list a little bit more, we got Andrew Morden, who has won the line with Jace Letourneau. Alexis Billiquet is there as well. He has 49 points. Grady Logue, 48 points. Bill Gorgon joining this list now. He has 47, 19 goals, 28 assists, and a measly 114 penalty minutes, which it might be, I'm not going to do the math, that's close to as much as everyone else has on this list. Bill Gorgon, not a stranger to the penalty box, but that is going to do it for the scoreboard. This is one of the longest ones, 11 minutes, over 11 minutes. Not a bad way to start your day. Hope you had a great rest of your day, and hope to see you back here tomorrow.